Hello everyone, welcome to What's Crafting Wednesday. Lisa here. Hope everyone had a great and crafty week. So let's first get started with our drawings. Yes, drawings from last week, because I have the two cards from Facebook Live last week with the negative die cuts. And let me just grab the ticket here. Okay, and we have Carol. Well, congratulations, Carol. I have these two cards here that I will get to you. And then I have the other card that I made with the actual die cuts and the tag. So let's pick another name out of here. And I have Lucy. Well, congratulations, Lucy. Okay. Thank you again, everyone, for your comments and for joining me each week. Okay, tonight we're going to make a non-traditional color Christmas card. We're going to use the Bright Baubles stamp set. This here is a rubber stamp set in the holiday catalog. And the coordinating dies. Just show you what the die set looks like. It is, here, I'll call it a double set. You have the two different shapes to cut out the ornaments, and then there are two different overlays that you can use, a ribbon and these here to cut out the little tops. So I'll put this here out of the way, and we'll be using the Whimsy Wonder DSP. Pretty this is with all the silver in it. And the stamp set and dies we're using tonight are on the retiring list, as is this gorgeous DSP. And the DSP, last I checked earlier, it is low inventory. So if you like that, you may want to grab that quickly before it's sold out. And we will be using Mint Macaron, Blushing Bride, and Basic White cardstock. Mint Macaron and Blushing Bride ink, and Rhinestones and Dimensionals. Okay, simple, easy card to make. The envelope, I just stamped the snowflakes in the corner. And the inside, I stamped a sentiment, snowflakes, and a strip of DSP. And now for the front of the card. I'll put my envelope off to the side here. And it is Mint Macaron cardstock, and this is cut at 4 1/4 by 11. And we will score it at 5 1/2. And of course, when you score, you always want to use your bone folder to get a nice good crease. And I have two pieces of basic white. They're both cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and one we'll put off to the side, and that one will be for the front of the card. And I have two strips of the DSP, and these are cut at 4 wide by 1 inch high. So one's for the inside and one will be for the front. And I have already die cut the Blushing Bride ornament and the Mint Macaron. And I use the adhesive sheets on the back of that, so it will be very easy to assemble. So let's get started. First, going to adhere the DSP to the bottom of the front of the card. Now I started out, I was going to stamp the snowflakes on the front also. And I did give it a try, but once I had it done, I decided I did not like it. I thought it was prettier to go a little cleaner and simpler. So the DSP is on, and now we're going to adhere this to the front of the card. Just right in the center, as you normally would. And for the ornament, this will be very easy because we're just going to peel the adhesive sheet off the back. Hardest part is just to get that little edge started. All right, and now we'll get the other half of the adhesive sheet. Now I have to admit, where's my tweezers? Here they are. I have to admit, when I made the sample, I didn't even think to use the adhesive sheet, and I'm gluing it down, and I'm, of course, had a mess because it's so thin and hard to get the glue all over. And then I thought to myself, why am I doing this? I should be using the adhesive sheet. So that's what I did for tonight. And before you press it down, just make sure you have it centered. Okay. Press it a little, and then I did pop this up with dimensionals. So let's get these on here. And you might as well just use a strip from the end here to go right down the middle of the ornament. Instead of having to put down all the individual dimensionals. And see, we're not wasting anything. We're using these all over the card, right? And get some more down here. And I know all of you do this as well because us crafters don't want to waste anything. And I know I had a comment last week about no bling on the card. So, of course, this week we have to have some bling. That's why I chose to use the rhinestones. And just get these backings off. I was going to use some ribbon on the card, but then I didn't think it needed it. And just place that in the center. And now we'll embellish it with some pretty sparkly rhinestones. And I just put them inside these snowflakes on the die cut. And then I added just a few others on the card. Okay, and now on to the inside. Now we get to our stamping part. Now, since we're using some DSP on here, you don't want to stamp your sentiment exactly in the middle like you most likely usually would. So I'm going to put the DSP down first and then do the stamping. Does anybody have this Whimsy Wonder DSP? It is so pretty. The silver, oh, there's a lot of pretty patterns in here. There's with holly and Christmas trees and snowflakes. And then we will stamp the Merry Christmas, no, Merry and Bright sentiment first. And hopefully it will be straight. So let's see. Doesn't look bad. And then we will add some snowflakes in Blushing Bride. And normally when I do snowflakes or something like this, I rotate the stamp. But I will not be doing that tonight because this stamp has some diamond shapes in it as well, and it doesn't look that nice if you don't have it straight up. So we're just going to put a A little bit on that side. And the only thing I will do is turn it exactly the other way so that it mirrors. Okay. And put this off to the side because we'll be using it again for the envelope. And just a little adhesive. I should have timed this because this is another very quick card. And last is the envelope. Now you could always add more snowflakes than I did. You could put them on the flap as well. Oh my goodness, I stamped too much. Okay, and I don't have another envelope handy. So rather than reaching for one, well, yeah, why don't I go ahead? You know, the problem also is I have the foam mat under here. So with the rubber stamp and the foam mat, we get a lot of give in the stamp. Because when you stamp with photopolymer, you definitely want to have a foam mat under you for cushioning. But when you stamp with rubber, you don't need to have a foam mat because you already have the foam cushioning on the back of the stamp. So I think actually what I will do is just stamp this right over here so I don't get that double cushioning again. Perfect. Okay. So here are our two quick and easy, fast and festive, and sort of clean and simple also, non-traditional Christmas cards. This here is tonight's card, and this was my sample that I already had ready for you. Okay, everyone. So leave me your comments. Let me know if you have this DSP, and if you do, if you were brave enough to even cut into it yet because it's so pretty. Tell me what you think about the stamp set and dies also. Remember, all of these are on the retiring list, and the last chance list came out today. There are some things that are on sale. And the clearance rack was also updated today, and I see a lot of things have already sold out from it. So if you haven't shopped yet and you want to look for some bargains, I'd run right to it. And my two favorites are actually still available. They are the Stamparatus carry bag and the mini curvy keepsake die set. Right, everyone. Well, I look forward to reading your comments, and I had a bonus for you last week, so I thought I'd have a little bonus for you again tonight. I made just a gift tag. I used the same overlay die cut, but I did it in the silver. I'm not sure exactly. Let me see what this paper is called. Silver foil specialty. And there's actually 3 different shades of silver in it. There's the regular normal, what you would call silver. There's a brushed one and a matte one. So I just made this little gift tag as a bonus this week, and I'll be doing a second drawing next week for this as I did tonight. And the back I just embossed in silver, the 2 in the from. Okay, everyone. Well, I look forward to seeing you back here next Wednesday. And we haven't done a craft along in a while, so I think next week will be a craft along with Lisa. Details will follow because I don't know yet what we will be making. But I will have supplies and measurements listed before the live next week. All right, everyone, have a great and crafty week, and I will see you next week. Don't forget to leave your comments. Okay, thanks. Bye.